Hi, welcome. It's time for my campaign update and State of the Union and State of the World address for today. It is Wednesday, and it's also Constitution Day in the USA. I have some things I'm going to be doing later, and I'm going to go over some of my different ideas about how to set up a government. We have a couple of possibilities in my mind that would work better than this idol worshiping that we do right now, because it just leads to abuse, corruption, and bad behavior over and over and over again. So it is unacceptable what we're living through right now with our Constitution. And I kind of have a difficult time celebrating it today. I think we should be gathering great minds together and sitting down and organizing a new one. I suppose if you really want to do that, organize a new constitution, it would be good to be in either Congress or in the presidency. And currently I'm in neither, but that doesn't mean that I won't try for either. And as you know, I'm still a candidate for the 2024 presidential election. But the Supreme Court needs to act on my lawsuit. Otherwise, I have other lawsuits that I can write, which I will be writing very soon. But as you should probably know, there always seems to be something, whether people are harassing me in one way or another. Whenever I get close to getting to work more for all of us, the people, something happens and I have setbacks and time delays. And it's not really funny. It's not fun either. And I'm kind of disappointed with how this keeps happening. But I know it's not always going to be like this, and or maybe it is. There are just people who want to hate out there for no reason at all, and for some reason I'm their target. But I'm a woman running for president, so that is somebody to target, I guess. Anyway, as you know, my phone was recently stolen. And I had some furniture also stolen here, and it's unacceptable. So I'm working on the issues that I have to work on here before I can even go forward with other thoughts. But, yeah. There's a lot of men who don't like women. That's what I can say. And, a lot of them seem to come from all around here. Lots of Germans and Italians, and then we got the Eastern Bloc folks. So, I don't know. Some of it's narcissism, just wanting to be better. And some of it's an ego boost to put down people. And then there's another category who just don't like women. And who find us, like Picasso once said, we're a carpet. We're like a mat, the doormat. And I'm nobody's mat. And I'm not a carpet. I'm not here for you to walk all over me. I am only nice for a certain amount of time, and then that niceness is gone. So, it's up to you, folks, when you're dealing with me. What Susan do you want to meet tomorrow? That's up to you. So, my campaign, yes. where am I going with it? Well, I still got a lot of work to do. I mean, I'm doing my promises already. I'm fighting the fraud and corruption in the election system. And I'm giving out as many ideas as I can to Trump and all the people in office who are illegally there. Because, I mean, at least they got there, right? I mean, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I should be doing things illegally. That's the problem. The illegal people get in, and the honest people are stuck on the sides. He should arrest himself because he's illegally in office. Citizens' votes are not counted. He should not be doing anything until all votes are counted. But he's just a man doing what men do. They illegally get into office and then they just spread their illegalness. So, I'm done. And today you're going to hear a lot from me about a lot of things. But it's unacceptable that the bullies are winning. It's just unacceptable. There has to be a way to stop the bullies. I got bullies here where I am at my art studio in Switzerland. I got bullies in the US targeting my vehicles and, I mean, I guess because I've got all these people doing all this to me, I must be pushing buttons. I must be really doing something and getting somewhere. I'm having an effect, which is great news, So, I'll take that, certainly. But it would be nice to get paid for this work that I'm doing and to get acknowledgement. That would be also nice. But for right now, I'm just getting beat up, pretty much, on every level. So, I just want to make sure that the public knows this. That when my Swiss phone was stolen, so that's taken a lot of time to get that up and running. I hope to have a new phone today, maybe. And the Swiss phone service I have, they like me, so they're giving me a discount, which is nice. But I just want to make sure that it's known that I used my Swiss passport to get this new agreement. And apparently I officially canceled my old one. So I just want to make sure that the public knows that. In case some issue arises at a later date. Everyone knows what's what. I can think of better things to do than spend time starting with a new phone again. Can't people just return phones? Don't people know that it's not their property? Anyway, yeah, it's a bit disappointing what I'm living through right now. Okay, so anyways, campaign-wise, I am still, I am promoting. I'm going to be writing letters to all the important people today. That's part of my plan, was to send off to Trump and some others, although he blocked me last week, and then finally this week I can get through again. So I hope I'm still able to get through, because I sent off a document to the vice president, but not to Trump, because he blocked me last week. So I'll do that later. And I might send it off to a few other people that maybe I couldn't get through or whatever, got distracted. I don't even know who I sent it through anymore, because I didn't start a list. And so I'm just going to send it out, my document about regress of grievances, because that's what we're supposed to do. And I mean, just because I'm not in office doesn't mean that the changes can't come anyways. I would just like once in a while, maybe acknowledgement and maybe a paycheck. Something to help me along with my efforts. It takes money and energy to work and type and all of that, and then it takes time to print and send things off, and so my time is valuable. And I have good stuff, and you know it. So anyway, I'm hoping somehow something will happen for me. Yeah. So this is the campaign part. So I am doing my promises. Fighting fraud and corruption. I really wanted to bring peace, and I'm doing that too. And, if I ever get around to it, I will also write the people who are warring right now and see if we can't get them to be a bit more peaceful. It's a nightmare in Israel and Palestine. Apparently, the UN, finally, other countries came forward and acknowledged Palestine. But there's now no Palestine anymore because it's been obliterated by Israel. Which is just so sad. It's too late. Poor people have nothing left. Shame on you. All you countries who finally signed on to recognizing Palestine. Shame on you. It's too little, too late. You're all Nazis. That's what you are. Actually, in fact, you're worse. You're Israeli. Shame on you. Okay, so peace, that was the reason why I got in it. And Gaza, before I was running, was in existence, and now it's obliterated. So, on that aspect, that part of my campaign promise is not working. Trump has completely mishandled the whole situation. And I hold him accountable, along with Netanyahu, who is a war criminal, and he should be locked up. But, I'm not a man. So what do I know about war? Warring is a man thing. What I am is a woman and a mother, and I know a lot about those things. And it's complete opposite of war. It's loving and nurturing. War is hate and destruction. So this is the end of part 1. Part 2 is coming up.